Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making, please click that subscribe button. Also remember to click that bell button and make sure to tick that box to send all notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. With that in mind, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And in this video we're going to be talking about the latest character event that we got, which we can get Garnet, the Princess of Alexandria. So before we start this video, I just want to thank those people who actually came to my live stream, even though it was an epic fail. For whatever reason, I don't know why that my mic was so soft when I tried it yesterday with my partner, and she got her phone out, went for the live stream. You can hear my voice fine, but for whatever reason, my voice was not going in. I just checked my recording just now and I was just like, wait a minute, I've been talking here. And maybe that's why not a lot of people were talking, because they thought that I was just playing the game. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I don't. What I might do is I might try and do another live stream and see if it will work out and people can actually hear me this time around. So I might try and do that tomorrow. I'll host a couple of Princess of Alexandria co-op fights, and I might do all 5 of them. And yeah, it's just to, you know, I just feel bad that it didn't work out. That it's my first time, I know, but it's still it's a little bit disappointing on my end. I really thought that I had it all figured out. Okay, this is the setting I'm gonna use, but for whatever reason, I don't know, it just didn't work out. Anyway, hopefully I fixed it, and I'll try again tonight, see if it works. It's working out okay, and then I'll go ahead and do another live stream, hopefully tomorrow. Probably gonna be about the same time, and hopefully we get a lot of players this time around. There were only a few people that came in. I don't know if people actually stayed and watched, but yeah, just because no one can hear me. Anyway, before I do continue on with the video, I just want to give a shout out to a longtime subscriber and been helping me out with all the comments and giving likes on my videos, King Denson. Thank you very much for all the support, dude. This is your shout out, and hopefully everything goes well for you. So without further ado, let's start off this video by concentrating on the fight itself. So in the first wave, we're gonna be taking down a mannequin of Zidane and Steiner. So let's start off with the Zidane mannequin. You just have to worry about 2 different things. Obviously, it's its 2 main abilities. It's the same as our Zidane. So Stellar Circle 5, which is a melee brave attack with a high turn rate, it has a chance of inflicting speed down on the target and granting itself a speed up. So the other one is the free energy, and obviously he gains the brave and does a melee attack afterwards. As for the Steiner mannequin, it's gonna be the same thing as our Steiner. Have to worry about power break, which is a melee brave attack plus an HP attack. This actually, I feel like Steiner here is the more annoying mannequin out of the 2, and it also has a chance of inflicting attack down, and it deals extra damage to humanoid types. It also has his Spellblade, which is a melee fire brave attack, which deals extra damage to humanoid types again. Now, I don't really want to list out all these abilities because it's abilities that are available with our own characters. So I'm gonna go ahead and not, put it all out there. But as for the final boss, we have the Flan Medley. So the first thing that the Flan Medley will do is actually summon small Flan Medleys, which it uses to generate body to enhance itself if all summoned Flan are defeated. It can use High Split, which summons small Flan Medley, raises his own attack speed and max brave, although this cancels out his generate body. So generate body is basically grants brave based on the initial brave, raises resistance to brave damage, and cancels the split or high split. It can use color change when it changes its elemental weakness and resistances. It will start off with a weakness to water and a fire resistant, and then if it uses its first color change, it will turn into a thunder weakness and a water resistant, and vice versa. Note, I did put in the resistance and weaknesses here that it doesn't have any, mainly because it all depends on the color change. So I do have to note that for you guys. It can use Molten Shot, which is its melee HP attack. Now when it is weak to water and fire resistance, it is able to use Burn, and this is a fire brave magic attack, and it can also use Burn All, which is a group fire brave magic attack. It can use Mega Burn, which is a fire brave magic attack plus an HP attack as well. And it can also use a Mega Burn All, which is a group fire brave magic attack plus an HP attack. Now when it is weak to thunder and has a water resistant, it can use Splash, which is the water brave magic attack, Splash All, which is a group water brave magic attack, Mega Splash, which is a water brave magic attack plus an HP attack, and Mega Splash All, which is a group water brave magic attack plus an HP attack. Now as for the small flan medleys, there's actually two types of flan medleys, and I do believe it will depend on what color change the flan medley is. So when he is weak to water, he will summon a red small flan medley, which is weak to water and resistant to fire. It will have fire base attack and acid as its melee HP attack, and disintegrate of course. If it color changes to the other one, it turns into a blue flan medley, it will summon a blue small flan medley, which will have weakness to thunder and resistant to water. It will have water base attack and acid again for its melee attack, and can be disintegrated as well when you break it. So now that we know all of the different abilities of the bosses, let's take a look at some general tips and guide. So as always, I would like to say that you have to try and limit your abilities at the first wave. Since this is a two-wave fight, you can use half of your abilities during the first wave. You don't have to be shy in using them, because the boss itself is quite easy if you all have max summons, especially if all of you bring a max Leviathan. Having those extra abilities won't help your party members, especially if you end up not using them at all, because the main problem in this fight is actually the first wave, not the boss itself. Now the boss can present some problems if you don't kill it after the summon, but the likelihood of that happening is very small in all honesty, if you all have a level 20 Leviathan or a level 20 Ramu in this case as well. So my other tip for you guys is to bring in your boosted characters. There is Garnet, Cloud, or Zell at this time. You can also bring Vincent as well, but keep in mind to not use Deadly Beast Flare when the final boss is resistant to fire. Just something to take note. Lightning is always an option here because of her DPS, and especially when it switches to its weakness being the thunder ability, a Spark Strike is definitely going to help you guys there. There are obviously other characters that you can bring, such as Kryl, who has thunder ability, but it's like what you have to wait for it to do a color change before you can take advantage of its weakness. So just keep that in mind. The other tip I have for you guys is obviously bring a healer or a brave battery like Aiko, Aerith, and of course Pinello. Aiko is pretty good here, and I believe Aerith as well, because in the first wave you're going to be taking quite a few hits, and just to be on the safe side, having a Brave Battery healer will help you guys go through the final boss. Now, the other tip that I have for you guys is obviously to take note of the color change, just in case you don't kill it after the summons. You just have to keep in mind that it can mix and match its weaknesses. But other than that, the last tip I have for you guys is obviously to bring in Leviathan or Ramuh for your summon. This is one of those rare instances that bringing Ifrit is actually not a very good idea because of the first weakness of the boss. The first weakness of the boss will always be a water base, so having Leviathan ready for the summon as soon as the final boss appears is gonna make your life a lot easier. And I think that's it for this video, guys. Remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. As always, I'd like to hear from you guys what your experience is for this fight. Actually, in the level 50 fight, I actually failed, and I was quite surprised. It's quite challenging if you're running in blind, so in which what I did. So that was pretty fun, and it happened during my live stream as well, even though that was an epic fail. Hopefully I can do a better job next time. Really sorry about the live stream, guys. Yeah, and make sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. Thanks guys for watching. This is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.